going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. I played the Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition plus Meetup in Belleville Park for the Nintendo Switch 2 Family Systems, so you don't have to. I mean, you can decide if you want to, it's your money. Anyway, we're going to be reviewing my thoughts on the Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition. I haven't really made a dedicated video on a single Switch 2 edition game. I made like a rant video like basically the first video this year, talking about whether or not how the Switch 2 has been doing. And one of the key things I see people talk about is the Switch 2 edition games. I've seen people compare these to like Wii U ports, stuff that can, you know, re-releasing, giving an older game like attention to just fill in the gaps. And on paper, I do understand why some people compare it, but the thing is with the Wii U ports, they were stuck on the Wii U, a system like nobody bought. Well, I have one, but you get what I mean. But in case of the Switch 2 editions, like, they're not a bad idea. I mean, just to fill up the gaps, but sometimes they haven't really been okay, really? They haven't really been like that. Like, I don't know, I haven't seen, like, good repetition with, like, any of them. Like, Kirby Star Cross World, I didn't make a video on that one, unfortunately, because that's probably the best Switch 2 edition one I played. I think I was busy with Bonanza at that time, so, oopsies. But yeah, I liked Kirby Star Cross World, but I don't know if it's $20 good, I will say. But and then we had Mario Party Jamboree Switch 2 edition, which was, like, the most laughable upgrade in history. Yes, I still hate it. I didn't even make a video on that, and I don't feel like redoing my minigame ranking just because of that. So, yep. And then, of course, we had the, there were some other ones, like Animal Crossing. I'm not the biggest Animal Crossing fan, but I've heard some back-and-forth opinions with that one, so kind of depends how you feel about that. There was Xenoblade Chronicles X Switch 2 edition game. I need to go back to that game, but, yeah, there was that. I heard some handheld's not the greatest, so there was that. And then the other Switch 2 edition games like Pokemon, Metroid, games that they were releasing on their respective release dates. So I was gonna mostly get Metroid, and then it was a barren experience, alright. But now we have Super Mario Bros. Wonder Switch 2 edition. How do I feel about this? Because I know there's been some takes online that I didn't really want to say too much negativity, because, like, the best thing about it is Rosalina is in this game. Rosalina is in a new 2D Mario game, aside from Mario Maker. Elephant Rosalina is a thing. You can even make Rosalina inflated in-game, obviously. But yeah, aside that, though, I want to also touch on the other content, because I know I'm biased, but I want to talk about the other stuff. So, basically, the main point is, the Koopalings are back. Yeah, the Koopalings are here. I know some of you are not a fan of the Koopalings, but in the case of Mario Wonder, they did them justice here, in my opinion. One of the biggest problems with Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the boss fights. You're fighting Bowser Jr. over and over again, and then you have the airship battles, which, do you even count them as boss fights? It looks like a Mario Bros. 1 type of boss fight, literally. I don't even count those as boss fights because of how, like, dumb it is. And I was like, I love the airship. Dude, I was like, yo, the airship theme goes so hard. I love the airship levels. I love the theming. And then you play the boss fight and it's over. So yeah, this addresses the big criticism, one of the big criticisms with Mario Wonder that I wish was there day one. The Koopalings have their own Wonder abilities. And I gotta say, a lot of them are kind of funny and cool. A lot of these have these, like, cool-ass things. How can you make this about Deltarune? And then there was, like, Wendy, who's just a fish. Only Wendy would have the weakest one, in my opinion. And then there was Ludwig, who was my favorite Koopaling, ore farming with, like, a Lakitu, like, boss fight at the end of the game. Like, oh my god, it was so freaking cool. I almost died on it, too. Like, I wouldn't say it's a cakewalk to get through, but it's also, like, it's a decently fair challenge, I will say. If you play these multiple times, though, then, yeah, you could probably beat these easily. So, whether or not if this affects your criticism, not, like, the bar isn't high, but I do say this is probably the best the 2D Mario boss fights have been, in my opinion. And I know there's new Super Mario Bros. DS. As much as I like the original enemies they have, I really don't think they're all bad, to be honest. That's my hot take. As much as I love new Super Mario Bros. DS, but, I don't know. I didn't think they were all that special in my opinion. Like the only interesting fight I remembered was like the lightning Lakitud, but everything else was just whatever. And the Molotink I guess was cool, but like I don't know. I didn't find it that fun of a fight in my opinion. So just because they're different doesn't make them automatically good. Bonanza is proof. But I also don't care for bosses in Mario games, so like like I could care less about this. But the fact that this is one of the few sessions I've actually cared about the Koopalings, so yeah. And Ludwig's the best Koopaling. Like, like if Ludwig is always is gonna be there, then I'll be fine with the Koopalings, honestly. So yeah. So yeah, there's that. And then of course in the other stuff in the main area in Bell Bell Park. You have the challenges, which I haven't really seen many talk of, honestly, because this is similar to New Super Mario Bros. U's challenges, actually, which they did, New Super Mario Bros. U. Some challenges that are fairly difficult. You have some that collect coins, defeat all enemies, get to the goal very quickly. There's some pretty good challenges that are really challenging, honestly. So I will say I do like that. They actually had some nice single-player content, stuff I wish was there day one, personally, because that's kind of another thing with Mario Wonder. It seems like they didn't really add... I don't know, I kind of wish there was more side stuff, you know? That's another nitpick, really, because I will say this, because I love Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I know I said back then it was my favorite 2D Mario game. I think I do slightly prefer Mario World. But like this is the second best 2D Mario game. I will say. I have seen takes online like the replay value is not good or whatever. Granted, I could be in that boat. I haven't replayed the game since I beat it back in 2023. But in all fairness, I'm busy and I have a job, so replay value means nothing to me. So I don't know. I don't get that criticism. And you can make this argument for like any game. So like, why is it just Mario Wonder specifically? Anyway. Yeah, I love Mario Wonder, so yeah. Challenges are really fun to do. Definitely the most unappreciated part of this. And then the main thing that I felt like Nintendo was advertising a lot was the multiplayer attractions. Basically, it's mini games you play in Mario Wonder. You can play with your friends online or local play and play a variety of different mini games. The weird thing is, okay, here comes my take of Nintendo being Nintendo with this. So, it seems like you can't really play with randos online with most of these games. You need, like, an actual friend. So, if you don't have anybody to play this game with, yeah, you're not going to be able to play this at all. And you're kind of just stuck with the single-player stuff, which is, fine, but not really $20 fine, in my opinion. And the attractions, I played a few of them with someone, and they're pretty fun, honestly. They're pretty fun. I don't know what the longevity of them will be. They'll probably just come and go like a lot of other Switch 2 Edition games have been. But, you know, they're fun. But the problem is how it's handled. Like, half of the... You can't... If you're playing with online, like, friends, you're only going to play, like, half of them, really. Or at least half of them are not going to be available to you. Because you have to do local couch co-op. Which seems to be a hit or miss thing nowadays. But... I don't know, it's just definitely a weird thing. I don't know why they make, like, online available for, like, almost all of them. Well, like, basically all of them, which is definitely the weirdest thing about this DLC. So, yeah, that's Nintendo being Nintendo, pulling the monkey paw. But, I also, like, I don't know, I probably wasn't gonna play a majority of these games anyway, because, like, they're probably just gonna be like, yeah, they're fun little games, but then once you play it a few times, yeah, you're kind of done. So... I don't know. I just feel like Nintendo was really advertising these multiplayer stuff, honestly. And then there's the fucking assist mode, easy mode that they've been also advertising. I think they added like an easy mode. Speaking of easy mode, I forgot to mention they added a Luma playable. Ko-Luma, specifically the orange-ish one from like in Galaxy 2. You play as another Luma if you have another player, basically. And sure, you can do that, I guess. I don't know, it seems like they were really advertising this, like, assist mode, like, more options for easy mode. Like, dude, we already have Yoshi and Nabbit. Why do you want more easy mode? Like, when are these games gonna include hard modes? Like, I'm starting to notice a trend every time they advertise assist modes more than hard modes. So, I don't know, it's just, this has been a trend lately. The only time this didn't happen, from what I remember, is, like, Metroid Dread. So, yeah, I'm making weird comparisons, I know, but that's just how it is. So yeah, aside that, I think that's everything I can talk about with Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition. And I gotta say, despite the prices, I mean, like, I'm biased, so, like, I enjoy playing I get to play Rosaline and Mario Wonder, so, like, that alone is, like, I got my money's worth, sorta. I don't really know about the extra content I'll go back to, really. Mostly the challenges. Well, challenges, I say, are the biggest point. And the Koopa battles are fun and fairly challenging. And some of the Wonder Effects are crazy, I will say. But, yeah, is it $20? Well, I don't know. I don't think a single one of these is going to be worth $20. But, I will say it's probably the second best Nintendo Switch 2 Edition game, honestly. So, I'll give it that at least. So, overall, yeah, it's fun, but I don't know. The multiplayer stuff could probably just be come and go, honestly. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what the longevity of that will be, but, yeah. Overall, though, yeah, I like it. I mean, I'm biased. I'm gonna replay this game again, with only Rosalina. I'm only gonna play her. Basically, if you want to know what characters I played, I mostly just played Mario and Luigi and Toadette. So yeah, I'm just gonna drop all three of those and only play Rosalina. I'm biased. So yeah. Also, I really wish this game also had multiple save files. Like, I don't know what's up with that, honestly. Like, that could have easily been included with the Switch 2. That was my phone. I don't know what's up with that. I know you can make Switch users, but like, dude, other games have save files. Why would you want to do it here? Alright, anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. This is a little short video of Switch 2 Edition review. If I had to compare this to, like, I don't know, Kirby Star-Crossed World, I think you'll get more out of that, but the comparisons are really unfair, so, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. That's my take on the Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition. Mario Galaxy movie in a couple days, so, be on the lookout for that. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I wonder if I'm debating to make an intro with Rosalina in Mario Wonder, but I don't know. That's probably ways off. I'll think about it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Are you gonna buy the Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition game? Let me know in the comments below. Later, folks.